So I think that we really need to do an empties video. Well, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Monica, and as you saw, we have an empties video to do today. It has been almost 5 months since I put one up. We have accumulated quite a lot of stuff. I have not only accumulated these empties, but doubles of some of these, and I didn't include like the doubles because I didn't think I needed to do that, because regardless, it's still empty. But I'm gonna do what I always do and start with makeup, skincare, go from there, and I'm gonna try to do this as quickly as possible because we have a lot of ground to cover. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I have a ton of makeup products I've gone through. Let's start off with the tried and true, the Fenty Beauty Ease Drop Stick Foundation. I love this. I ran out of this in my self-tan shade 7. As you can see, I am no longer tan. I have embraced the winter skin, so I am wearing shade 3 right now. But I absolutely love this. I will probably continue to repurchase this forever. This is my all-time favorite stick foundation. It's right up there with all of my holy grails. And it is the only high-end foundation that I think is actually worth the price tag. So, so good. Great for acne-prone skin too. And a satin finish, by the way. I ran out of the Typology Serum Tint. Well, I just about ran out of it. There's some still in here, but it started to develop a smell. And I had the shade Type 2 Light, which is perfect for my self-tanner skin. But as you can see, it's a little dark for me right now. So I used as much of this as I could before it started developing that smell, and then I threw it away. I really like it. It's like medium coverage, very dewy, but really, really beautiful on the skin. I'd recommend it, but you really have to like use it because it is a cleaner brand, Typology is, so therefore their products go bad quicker. Then I ran out of 2 of the, okay. That was bound to happen. But I ran out of 2 of the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech foundations. This is the one that I think is like a high-end version of the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear that I have loved, loved, loved for years. I ran out of it in the shade A62 and A42. I mean, it's no secret that this foundation is amazing, but like I said, the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear is pretty much a dupe, maybe not formula-wise, but finish-wise. So if you're not like super connected to the ingredients in here, the L'Oreal one is fantastic. Both acne-prone, safe, and like full coverage, satin finish, really beautiful. Doesn't look overly makeupy though. A little makeupy, but not overly. Then I ran out of the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. I really enjoyed this. It's like a moussier mixed with like a liquid foundation kind of feel. I really liked it. I have this in the shade 5, and I felt like it was really nice for my like fair skin. It almost looks a little darker in the bottle than it is in like when you squirt it out. I have nothing left to squirt out, so I can't show you, but it's really, really nice. I really enjoyed it. I don't think I would repurchase it because I do like the Fenty one so much, and I like my drugstore like liquid foundations just as much, if not more than this, so I probably wouldn't recommend it. But if you really love Hourglass, or you have like, you know, you'd rather purchase a high-end thing, this is really great, and I highly, highly recommend it. Satin finish and like medium to full coverage. Then I ran out of the Revlon Luminance Skin Caring Foundation. This is a dupe for the NARS Light Reflecting Skin Advanced Something Foundation. That one. It really is such similar formulas. I actually prefer this one. The NARS one like exploded in my collection, so I had to get rid of it, but I liked this one better anyway. The only thing is that it smells like paint. You can still sort of smell it, but that smell does dissipate, so it's not on your skin for too long before you can't smell it anymore. It's got squalane, hyaluronic acid. It's really beautiful, like light to light medium coverage if you want to build it up. I have the shade 217, which is like my fair shade. It is beautiful. Probably the best Revlon foundation out there right now, in my opinion. This one was kind of weird. I didn't know whether to put this in makeup or skincare. I use it more as makeup though, so I put it there. This is the Tower 28 Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF 30 like tinted sunscreen. This is the shade Ocean Park, and it's great for when I am tanner. I pretty much used all of this, but once again started to develop a smell. So I was working through a lot of sunscreens at the time that I was using this, and I didn't get to use it as much as I wanted, even though I was using it quite often, especially last summer. I was just really loving it. But this summer I kind of got bogged down by all of the other skin tinted sunscreens that I had, and so I kind of let this one go, and it has a smell, but I would totally repurchase it. One of the best tinted sunscreens out there. There's another one I'm going to talk about that I love, but this one comes in so many shades. It's SPF 30. You obviously have to use a hefty amount. to like get that, but I love a tinted sunscreen, and this one is probably the best out there with a nice wide shade range. So then I ran out of another tried and true product, the Catrice True Skin Concealer. I love this so much. Like medium coverage, but very workable. I like to let it sit, then I kind of pat it out. It's fantastic. This is in my Self Tan shade, which is the shade Neutral Biscuit. I love this. It may be a dupe for a higher end concealer that I may be putting in my next dupes video, so keep an eye out for that. But I just love it so much. $7. It is the best concealer out there. Just saying. Another concealer I ran out of is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is in the shade Madeline. As you can see, it's completely empty. This is my spot concealer before foundation when I'm having like kind of some redness or breakouts. This is great before foundation because then I end up using less foundation. It's fantastic. I use it quite a bit, not every single day, but anytime that I need to have a little extra coverage on something, this is my go-to. Also, if you have a red nose and don't want a super makeup-y looking nose, you can get like a fluffier brush and kind of just conceal it before you put foundation on, and it will look a little bit better than like caking foundation on. So absolutely love it. I've already purchased it, already working through the other one. Then I did run out of the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I love this, look at that, cleaned it out. This is fantastic for filling in your pores, really just the best one out there. I love it so much. It's better than the Tatcha one, it's better than high-end alternatives, it's better than drugstore alternatives, it's just the best. It is a tried and true and a holy grail for many people for a reason. I love it. And it's great if you have acne-prone skin because it does not break you out. I did run out of the Maybelline Fit Me Powder in the shade Fair Light. This is a little bit yellowy, but it works great. You can't really detect the yellowiness after you wipe it off. It does have a bit of coverage. I really love it. Probably won't be using it as much during winter because I don't need that extra punch. I do have a little bit drier skin, especially in the winter. So I probably won't be reaching for it as much because it has that extra punch, but it is great if you live in a hot, humid environment in the summer and you need that extra oomph to keep your makeup on as long as you possibly can. It is great for that, and it's so inexpensive. Then I ran out of my favorite eyeshadow primer, the Sigma Eyeshadow Base Primer in the shade Persuade. This is like a pinky one, very similar to the shade Painterly. Right now I'm using the shade Ignite because I couldn't get my hands on this shade, and that's a little bit more like soft ochre if you're like wanting a comparison between like the famous MAC paint pots. But I love both. Both of them work for me. I could use them interchangeably and not notice. It's great to blank out your eyes. It's great if you're just wanting to like not really put any eyeshadow on, but you have like pinky eyelids. I do, and it really just makes me look so much more awake. You can just put it on there and just blend it in, and you're pretty much good to go for the day. But when I am using this and I am putting on other eyeshadow, usually I follow it with another empty I have here, which is the Maybelline Single Shadow in the shade Linen. It's got a little bit on the edges, but I was afraid it was just gonna crumble, so I just moved on to my next one. This is the best to set any eyeshadow or to blank out your eyes once again. Just love it for like a more powdery finish if you're wanting to put powder eyeshadow on. I love setting the Sigma one with this. That combo, it's the best, truly. Then I ran out of some lip liners, two of the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liners. As you can see, they're in slightly different packaging. This is the old formula and packaging, which was my holy grail for many, many years. By the way, these are in the shade Innocent. They're the same, they're just, one's an upgraded formula, which is this one in a sleeker package with the black. This one is slightly different. It's a little bit better in the best way. This one was almost a little too creamy at times, where like the newer formula kind of balances it out. I'm wearing it by itself today. I wear it when I'm self-tanned, and I feel like both skin tones, it looks great on. I love it so much, and it lasts so well without like looking super peely and disgusting. Even if you have chapped lips, which I tend to run a little chapped. So I ran out of some eyebrow stuff. First, I ran out of the CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. I'm not even holding it. Oh no, yeah, I am. I had a blonde moment. Okay. I was like looking at it in the viewfinder. I was like, that's backwards. No, it's not. It's just inverted, okay? Anyway, I didn't get much sleep last night. This is in the shade Soft Blonde. I'm wearing it on my eyebrows today. The absolute best eyebrow pencil there is. Has a ton of different shades and really just has the perfect formula. A little stiff, but the pigment goes on beautifully without adding too much, too little. It is perfection. I haven't found another one high-end or drugstore that competes with this. It's the best. I have it in the shade Soft Blonde, and it's perfect. So the next eyebrow product that I ran out of is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I have this in the shade Taupe. They have updated the packaging since this. I'm still working through one of the old packages, but from what I've heard, the formula is the same, so that's great. $5, best $5 you may ever spend if you like buying stuff like this. But it's great for any eyebrow type because it's not overly heavy, but it helps keep your eyebrows in place. I absolutely Just love this with the CoverGirl, and I love it by itself. It's just the best, okay? So let's move on to skincare. I have quite a few vitamin C serums I went through. First, let's start off with my holy grail, the Maylove The Glow Maker. Love this. It's got ferulic acid. It's got like a bunch of different things, but it is a vitamin C serum. It is my favorite, watery in like its texture, which I love. So I will continue to repurchase this one and recommend it. Another one that I ran out of is the Pearlescence Glow Vitamin C and Turmeric Facial Serum. This is one that Thomas got me to try out. Really nice, more of like a like gel texture. I really do enjoy it. I feel like the Maylove one though is a little less abrasive on my skin and a little bit more effective, so I'll stick with that one. Plus, I like the formula better, but if you really like a gel one, this one does work well with my skin. I just felt like that one was just the slightest bit nicer, not as abrasive, I guess, but I also have very, very sensitive skin. I know a ton of people who have loved this. It is excellent. It's hard to find though. Usually you have to find it at TJ Maxx or maybe Amazon, and you're kind of taking a gamble with both of those on if it's like expired or not. So just do your research, make sure you're getting it to where it's not like bad or anything, but I do recommend it. It is really nice, just not the perfect one for my skin. Then I tried out this one. This is the Len Marie, I don't really know. It's the Pure Radiance 15% C, E, and ferulic acid. So it's a little bit more similar in formula to the Maylove one, except for the consistency of the formula is more like the Pearlescence one. A little bit more gel-like. This one was a little bit more agreeable with my skin than the Pearlescence one, but just not as good in my opinion as the Maylove one. So it's like in between those. I think all of them are really great vitamin C serums, but the one I'm gonna keep recommending over and over is the Maylove one. So just take that for what you will. I ran out of the Ordinary Rosehip Seed Oil. I love this so much. If you have scarring, if you have dry skin, if you just really need to give your skin a treat, this is great. It's not an overly heavy oil, so it won't clog your pores. It does a great job with acne scars, like I said. And overall, my skin just feels so much more hydrated and moisturized when I use this. And I love to it's like my topping it off, like the cherry on top in my nighttime routine. I use it like after all my serums and my moisturizer. I only use one serum, but whatever. And I absolutely love it and highly recommend it. I've been using it for so long, like years, I think. So I ran out of the Good Molecules Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I used the big one, just repurchased it because I really need it. I can't live without it. It is fantastic. I love this. It's a little sticky, but not overly so. Kind of like a watery, sticky feeling, if that makes sense. It's not unpleasant though. I love it. It really locks in moisture, and I highly recommend it. I just think it's the best one out there, and it's the best bang for your buck. So I ran out of the Paula's Choice Exfoliant. This is a 2% BHA one. I have talked about this forever. Love it. Have been using it for many, many years. It does a great job of treating acne, preventing acne. It just is fantastic. I take it on a cotton round. You can also take it on your hands and put it on. It's great. I even make sure I always have a travel size of this on me because I cannot live without it. Cannot, and I always need it no matter what, and I don't want to always have to pack this gigantic bottle. So I ran out of the Mario Badescu drying lotion. This is the only thing from Mario Badescu that I still use, and I only bring it out in very dire situations. If I'm having a really bad breakout, this is still the only thing that cuts through it. So I love this for that. It takes me a while to go through it though because I use it so sparingly, and I don't overly recommend this brand, but this is fantastic. It will dry your skin out though, so keep that in mind, but at least you won't be dealing with a super painful breakout when you use this. So I ran out of my CeraVe PM Moisturizer. I kind of toggle between this one and the Elastin one. This one's obviously a much better deal, but I use them in the morning and I love it. I don't use it at night, even though it says PM. I use this CeraVe Renewing one at night in the little pot, but I love this so much. It's a great light moisturizer. I don't know if I'm going to switch back to Elastin for the winter. It's definitely a little bit more nourishing, but not as heavy duty as the CeraVe night cream that I use. But we'll kind of see. I kind of toggle between them. This one is a much better deal though, so I'm still currently using it. I'm on the next bottle. We'll see kind of how I adjust, but it's light, it's moisturizing, it's beautiful, it goes well under makeup. I cannot recommend it enough, truly. The Elastin one is just a little bit more oomphy. So I ran out of some eye creams. The first one I ran out of is the SkinCeuticals AGE Eye Complex. I was using this in the morning. It's supposed to basically diminish the look of dark circles, puffiness, and visible effects caused by glycation. I have no idea what that is, but basically it's supposed to correct some things. I got it for free. My mom won the grand prize at her dermatologist, which included thousands of dollars worth of skincare, and this was one of those things. I tried the face cream and it broke me out. This one has a very similar smell, not as strong as the face one, but I will be honest, it's like 128 or something like that dollars for an eye cream. So I would not recommend it, would not repurchase it. I didn't feel like it did anything amazing for my skin. It was fine, but I prefer the one from Skin Fix and also one from Cetaphil or Cetaphil. The Cetaphil one, I believe, does have a little bit of fragrance. I can't smell anything. Fragrance. I can't smell anything, but, you know, I'm just kind of putting that disclaimer out there. The Skin Fix one is a high-end one, but it's still $56, which is like, or something like that, which is astronomical, but not as expensive as this one, and that one is so much better, so pass on this. Then, this is one that I use at night and love. It's the La Roche-Posay Retinol Eye Cream, pretty much. It's all in French, but I love it. I love a good retinol eye cream. This is my personal favorite. I'm using another one right now that you can actually get from, I almost said Pop Flex. No, that store, Pop something. Anyway, and I have been really liking it. It's a little bit more gel consistency-wise, but that sentence didn't make sense, but you know what I mean. But I do prefer this one. I'm going to use that one up and come back to this one probably. I feel like it's fine, but this one's the best. It is a hefty price tag, but it lasts me like for about a year. So kind of worth it in my opinion if you ask me. Okay. So I ran out of my Hero Mighty Patch, the invisible ones. I get the 39 pack either from Ulta or Amazon. They're the ones that sell like the most. Absolutely love them. They come with like bigger ones and then smaller ones. And I live and breathe by these. These are still my favorite. The Mario Badescu ones, okay, I take back what I said earlier. I do recommend the Mario Badescu pimple patches. Those are the most invisible. These are the invisible ones, but those are more invisible, but I feel like these are just a little bit more effective. So I tend to stick with these most of the time, unless I'm wanting to wear pimple patches out, then the Mario Badescu ones are the best ones. But I'm gonna continue to love and repurchase these and recommend them. I ran out of some sunscreens. First, the Juice Beauty one, which I ran out of months ago. I forgot it was in here. And then the Elastin one, which is my favorite. This one was fine. It was like 40-something dollars. It's SPF 45, so it's a little bit more SPF than this one, but it's not tinted. It's got like a green tint. It does leave a little bit of a cast. It's fine. Probably wouldn't repurchase it because of the cast, but it works and it was fine. And it doesn't like smell overly offensive. This one is my favorite though. You can see I squeezed every last bit of this out. I even have a mini to travel with because I love it so much. My complaint is the actual shade. Now that I am fair, I cannot wear this. I could mix it if I wanted to, but I cannot wear it on its own. I'm not even really sure if you're supposed to mix sunscreens. I feel like that's kind of up for debate. I've seen some people say it's fine, some people say it's not. I don't know, but I know that I cannot wear this by itself now because it's far too dark. You can kind of see like the color, I don't know. It's just far too dark. It works perfectly for my self-tan skin, but it's far too dark for me. But I love, like, it's almost like a foundation, but if you apply it just by itself, it kind of just looks like you're not wearing anything, but you just look a little bit better, if that makes any sense. If you wanted to build it up, you can, and it can be worn as a foundation. I feel like I confused you there, but maybe you know what I'm talking about. It is amazing though. I do love it. Please come out with more shades. That's my request. The finish is fantastic. It's not overly dewy. It's satin. It's beautiful, and I love it, and I want to be able to wear it in the winter and the fall when I am fair. So I ran out of my makeup removing products, the Vanilla Clean It Zero Original Cleansing Balm and the La Roche-Posay. I dropped it, can you tell? Because it's like all shaken up. The rest of it is. It's their micellar water, actually for oily skin, but it's not like drying. It's very interesting. It leaves like a very nice moisturized residue, but I wash it off anyway because I take a shower or wash my face. So love these. This combo is the best. It gets off all your makeup, no matter if you're wearing waterproof or full coverage or like basically like cake to sit through like rain, like Taylor Swift's Eras makeup. This would take off. I 100% believe that. So fantastic, great for sensitive skin too. I ran out of a couple of cleansers. I just forgot to put one in here. I guess I just got all mixed up and accidentally threw it away, but I ran out of this one, the CeraVe Acne Control Cleanser. This is the one with salicylic acid. That's not like the other one. This is great, works really, really well, but if you get it in your eyes, it burns like crazy. You have to be so overly careful. Like, I am very careful and strategic about where I put my face wash, and sometimes this still drips in my eyes, so just a fair warning. Really do think it works though, and it's not overly drying or anything, so it's great, but watch out for your eyes. And then the other cleanser I ran out of is the Aveeno Oat Cleanser. I use the pouch. it's like 2 bottles worth for like, I don't know, sometimes you can get it as low as like $12 and the bottles sometimes go for $12 by themselves. I always get those on Amazon because I can't ever find them anywhere else. It's just the best cleanser. It's hydrating, but it doesn't like make you break out. It's very cleansing, but it's very hydrating, so it doesn't make you break out, or it doesn't dry you out. Then I ran out of some face masks. Gosh, there's so much stuff. I ran out of the Revision skincare one. This is the Pore Purifying Clay Mask. It is fantastic. Quite expensive though. I do really love it though, and it works really well, and you only have to leave it on for like 5 minutes, and then it like basically completely dries down without drying out your skin. So I do love it, and I find it to be really effective. Sucks out the breakouts without drying your skin out. Then this is the TikTok viral collagen mask that people were like wearing overnight, and they were like, oh, you wear it overnight. I didn't wear it overnight. Okay, I don't. It takes like 40-ish minutes for it to completely like become clear, because it goes on white, and then like when it's all soaked in, the mask like turns clearish-ish. So I just use it in the morning sometimes in the evening, just to give myself a nice hydrating boost. I do love this sheet mask. It is fantastic. It's got like a gel feel, so it's not like your typical like paper sheet mask. I have repurchased this already. It comes with 4. I love it. I've gotten it off of TikTok shop, but I also got it off of Amazon. Both are legit, and I highly recommend this if you have super dry skin, or if you're just wanting to give your skin a little bit of a treat. Let's do some perfumes, because then I'm gonna move on to like personal care and like hair care and stuff. One of them was the Fleur Somebody Would. This is like a really not overwhelming, kind of sexy-ish scent for the fall and winter. You can wear it all year long, obviously, but that's what I got it for. I love it. I get so many compliments on it. It's not nauseating. It smells so good. I do tend to reserve it for like evening time, or unless I'm feeling like being sexy during the day, I don't know. But I do love this so much and highly recommend it. I've only bought the mini one. I also repurchased the mini one because I need to go through some other perfumes, like my larger ones, before I buy like other large ones, because I don't want them to go bad, so I just keep buying the mini, even though I totally recommend getting the bigger size. So then I ran out of my travel size of the Replica Sailing Day perfume. This is my absolute favorite perfume for the spring and summer. Honestly, you could wear it year round. It is absolutely delicious. It is my most, oh gosh, it smells so good. It's my most complimented perfume. No matter what, I love all my perfumes, but this is the one I get the most compliments on. I absolutely love it. I do have a big size that I'm almost done using. It may be in the next Empties video, but I have already repurchased the travel size because I just always love to have it on hand. So my OC or Osea, I don't know, Undaria Algae Body Butter, I cannot find the large size. It is like sold out everywhere. I hope that doesn't mean they're discontinuing it. I hope it just means that it's getting all the love it deserves. This is the best. If you like need a really good thick moisturizing body butter without being greasy after applying it, this is it. It smells like oranges. It is thick. It's actually like the consistency of an actual butter. And there are some other body butters I'm using right now that I really love, but they don't actually have that consistency of like being a butter, like the butter consistency of actual butter. And I feel like that's what this has over every other one on the market. It smells so good. It soaks right in. You're not super greasy. And if you're looking for something, as long as you can still buy this, if you're looking for something to hold onto your self-tan for as long as possible, this is what will do it. The other ones I have, they don't hold on to my self-tan as long as this one does. This one is the best. It's probably because of the consistency. That's my guess. Please, OC or Osea, however you pronounce your name, don't discontinue this. I can only like find the travel size online. I cannot find the regular size, so there is some hope that it's not being discontinued. I can't say for sure though, but it is my absolute favorite. It's insanely expensive, but I highly recommend it. And I think that it is totally worth that price tag. This is my current favorite body wash. I toggle between this one and the Aveeno one. This one you can just get for like way cheaper, even though it's a little bit smaller. But it smells so good. It's the Arm & Hammer Essentials one in Clearwater. I also like their other scent. I don't remember what it's called. You usually can find it at the Dollar Tree. At least for me, that's mostly where I find it. And it smells delicious. It lasts a decent amount of time. There's nothing in here, no dyes, no parabens, and it's a vegan formula, so if that matters to you, something to be said for that. It's really nice. Not as moisturizing as the Aveeno one, but a close second. Speaking of self-tanner, like I was kind of leading into, I ran out of my Tree Hut Coconut Lime Moisturizing Shave Oil. This is what I use to shave all year round, but if you really want a nice, close, smooth shave to lead into self-tanning, this is it for you. This is the scent Coconut Lime, if I didn't already say. It is the best scent. It doesn't smell at all like that. It just smells delicious. I don't really know what to say about it, but it's fantastic. They do always have like seasonal like sense, but I always stick with this one, okay? I'm boring. So I ran out of my Bondi Sands Duo product. Oh my god. Please tell me I didn't get that on myself. Okay, I think I'm okay. So let's try this again, and I'm not gonna hit them together. So my Bondi Sands products that I love, the Ultra Dark Self Tanner and the Self Tan Eraser, best duo out there. This gets it on, this stays on, this gets it off. It's fantastic. I am going to obviously be slowing my use of them now that I'm wearing pants and stuff. Like I'm not having to worry about wearing shorts. These are the best though. I will always love these, even if I find other ones that I try out. I feel like these will always be holy grails that I'll come back to because they're fantastic. And this is really the only self-tan eraser that I've ever tried because I don't feel like I need to try another one because it's just that good. So I love these, highly recommend. If you're not wanting to look orange, this is it for you. It goes on looking a little green, but I promise you, it is not like, you don't look like Shrek, okay? It's like the color guard. And then it washes off and you look beautiful and bronzed. So then I ran out of this Personal Care Vitamin E Body Oil. This is the Dollar Tree dupe for the Neutrogena one. It really is a dupe. I'm gonna keep the bottle because even if I'm like still wanting to buy this one, if I can't find it, I'm always gonna wanna have a travel size of it because I love a good body oil. They're the same, they're fantastic. And they if you have dry, ashy skin in the winter, this is the answer. Even if you don't like to use body lotion, you just put this on. After you turn the shower off, you just put it on. It soaks right in. You feel moisturized but not oily. They're both great. I love this, and it is 100% a dupe. So I ran out of 2 toothpastes, the Crest 3D White Stain Eraser, which is the best. This is what I use all the time. And then I ran out of the Colgate Optic White. This is just a travel size that I had actually for my dentist. I like these both, but this one is my favorite. I did finally find a travel size of this one that I bought a 4-pack on Amazon. They're not expired or anything, so I just absolutely love them. This one is good as well, like I said, but this one is the best. I ran out of 2 types of floss picks, or 2 brands. The Up and Up and then the Dentex. This was my favorite until I tried the Up and Up. Now I only buy these. These are the best. They get really up in there, get really nice and clean. This is like the same sort of thing, except for these are just constructed better. Like the way that they are made is a little bit better. So I just like them. Neither one of these like feather or anything. They don't fall apart, but this one is just the best. I always buy the big one, and it's always like $4. So I ran out of some mouthwash, Listerine, Total Care. There's a hair on this one. It's just it's my life. This is one I use at night, the fluoride one with purple. I don't know if fluoride's bad for you or not. I've been recommended to use it, so I just follow orders, okay? Then I use the Listerine Gum Therapy in the morning. I just love this one. It just makes me feel like I'm getting so super clean, and this one does the same thing. I usually use the like Equate version of this, but they didn't have it, so I bought the Listerine instead. Now I'm back to using the Equate, but they don't have an Equate version of the Gum Therapy. Regardless, I love the purple one, and I love the light blue one for Gum Therapy. They are the best. I need to rinse my mouth. I love mouthwash. I don't feel completely clean until I do that. And these are the answer to that. Then I just ran out of some Q-tips. This is the, 750 count? Yeah. I use the off-brand, I use the on-brand, I use all of them. I just always have Q-tips, okay? And they're necessary. So let's do hair real quick. We're gonna hit my Redken Extreme Duo that I love so much. Tapped these, they didn't fall apart. Love the shampoo and conditioner. If you need like a strength hair care line, this is it. I love it. It smells like Fruity Pebbles mixed with like some sort of cologne, but it smells good. I love it so much, and it just helps keep my hair strong in between, like, just a bunch of heat styling or whatever. Like, I try to give my hair some breaks from heat, but sometimes you just want everything, all the moving parts to be helping your hair. So if you do heat style it a lot, this is excellent. If you're needing to regrow your hair, this is excellent. I had hair falling off, and this was part of the reason that it started actually growing back and is now full and much better looking. So I cannot believe I'm saying this, but this is my last bottle of Redken All Soft Mega Shampoo, the old formula, not the new Mega Curls or whatever, and it's my last one. I finally used it up. I'm bitter about it, and I'm angry about it, and I'm sad about it. This will always be my favorite. I can't believe they got rid of it. So the line that I started using to just try out is the Kenra Moisture line. This is really moisturizing, so it is very equivalent to the Mega, the All Soft Mega, not just the All Soft that still exists. You actually cannot probably use this just like that one if you have more oily or fine hair. I feel like this one would weigh it down just like the Redken All Soft Mega probably would have. But if you have dry hair, and you have coarse hair and you have a lot of it and you have thick hair, this is the answer. And if you're also wanting to repair your hair from some damage, this with a strength line is the answer. Like a moisture with a strength line is the answer. I love this. It smells so, so good. I have already repurchased it because I have been enjoying it so, so much. I love it almost as much as I loved the All Soft Mega. I feel like that one was just, it was like my ride or die for so long that it's going to be hard to replace. The Food for Soft from Matrix, that entire line is so good as well. It's a little bit cheaper than this one. And I think this one's maybe a little bit cheaper than the Redken was. If not, it's the same. So anyway, I'm just giving you all my recommendations. And by the way, the Food for Soft was recommended to me from a person last year in an Empties video in like last summer. She recommended it to me and she's the reason that I fell in love with that. So I want to give her a little shout out. I can't remember her name right now, so I'm really sorry if you're watching this and I can't remember your name all of a sudden. So I ran out of my favorite detangler, which is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Kids Extra Moisturizing Detangler. This is my favorite. It's been my favorite for years now. It is so, so good. If you have really tangly, thick, coarse, curly-ish, wavy-ish hair, this is the stuff, okay? This is the stuff. I use it religiously. I cannot live without it. I have tried to live without it. And it's just, my hair care is just not the same. My hair does not feel the same if I don't have this in it. My favorite leave-in like heat protectant is this. This is the NeuroStyle from Paul Mitchell, the Prime. It is a blowout primer is what it's called. It protects your hair from 450 degrees or up to 450. I don't use 450 degrees, don't do that. But it is fantastic. It smells good. I don't know what it smells like, but it smells good. And I love it. I love that it's like a lotion formula where I can like really get it in the tresses of my hair, as well as then using like another, I just knocked something else down, as well as using like another heat protectant. I use a ton of heat protectant because I feel like using more in that case, like more is probably better. But I love this, highly recommend it. Sometimes you can find it in store at Ulta, but most of the time I do have to order it online from their website or Amazon, like their affiliation on Amazon, if that makes any sense. You know, like their store. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, my favorite leave-in conditioner right now is the OI All-in-One Milk from Davines or Davinas. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. You can now buy this line at Sephora. It's fantastic. I love it. It smells the best ever. It's like my favorite smell, my favorite hair care, like my favorite hair care smell. It is so, so good. I also ran out of the hair butter, which is the leave-in conditioner, or it's not leave-in conditioner, it's a mask. I don't know why I said that, because I'm talking about the leave-in conditioner, that's why I said it. But it's a mask that I put on and I leave on for quite a while, like 30 minutes sometimes, and then I get out of the shower and let it sit. I love it. Both of these are fantastic. I will continue using them because I love them so much. And I don't go through them overly quickly. You don't need a lot for it to work. But I will say it's probably a little too heavy for people who have maybe finer or thinner hair. So kind of stick to it if you have curly, thick, wavy, coarse, lots of it, hair. But I love this line so much. This is the Kenra Professional Blow Dry Spray. Best blow dry spray out there. Once again, a little heavy probably for like finer hair. I don't know why I'm going down this road, but I feel like I need to emphasize it because I don't know if I quite have gotten that point across in past Empties videos. Basically, my hair is thick. I have a lot of it. It's coarse and it's like wavy curly. It needs like a lot of moisture and strength, and so I can get away with using like really almost oily-ish products, and that kind of like this gives that. It's a little heavier, but my hair just drinks it right up. So just, you know, keep that in mind. But absolutely love this. Second favorite hair care smell right after the Davinas, or however you pronounce that one. It just smells so good. I've used it for so many years. I always get the gigantic one. It is the best. So I ran out of my super skinny serum. I have been using this for so long. This is by Paul Mitchell. I do always make sure I have a travel size on hand because I never want to travel without it. It is the best. I use 3 pumps, which is, I mean, if you've ever used this, you know that that probably is a lot, but that's what, like, that's the amount my hair needs. And I just take it from mid-shaft to end, and then I get like my baby hairs and any hair that I feel like is more exposed to heat. I feel like the front of your hair is always a little bit more heat damaged, if that makes sense. I don't really know why, but I emphasize it on those parts and any parts that are prone to dryness. So love it. It smells really good as well. So I used this as much as I could before it started smelling weird. This is the Living Proof Full Dry Volume Texture Spray. I just kind of put this on the back burner when I was using, or when I started using the Redken one that I love so, so much. This just isn't the same. The Redken one also smells better. This one is fine, but I wouldn't recommend it necessarily. I would definitely recommend the Redken one, which is also like way bigger than this one. It's like almost twice the height of it, but it's fine. It's fine. I just wouldn't repurchase it. So ran out of some hair oils. Actually, one I didn't run out of, but it changed colors completely. I don't know if you know what this oil normally looks like, but it does not look like vegetable oil or olive oil. So this, yeah, it definitely smells. But I liked it. I definitely don't think I would repurchase it because I'm using one right now I actually like more. So it's fine though, but ooh, it smells. The other one that I actually did use up and loved is the Oribe Gold Lush one. This is not my second favorite because the one I'm using now is one from L'Oreal, like their professional line, and it is amazing. It also smells fantastic. This smells fine, that one smelled fine, but that one just is another level of smelling good. So I really, really did enjoy this, but I don't know if I'd necessarily repurchase it, but I do still recommend it. Okay, so let's do some laundry stuff real quick. I ran out of the Amazon Basics laundry detergent packs. I really enjoyed the laundry detergent, decided to try the packs, and have not turned back. These last so much longer than any other detergent for me, probably because I've overused detergent in the past. I use 1 or 2 depending on the like load size, but it lasts me like 2 to 3 months. And they're like 24 bucks for 120 of them. Best deal, love them. This is the free and clear, but they do also have scents. I don't know how those are, so I can't say if they smell good or not, but they probably do. Just absolutely cannot recommend this enough. My favorite laundry beads that we ran out of, again, are the Arm & Hammer Light In Wash Scent Booster in Lavender Escape. They're the best. They smell so refreshing. Like, they're not nauseating. They smell so good. I love them and highly recommend them. We'll continue to use them. They're like the texture of like Himalayan salt sprinkles, so they last a little bit longer than like the bees, you know what I mean? It sounded like I said bees, but I said beads. So I ran out of the Shout color catchers. These are fantastic. I do find that you don't tend to have issues with like colors mixing anymore, but I do still occasionally, if I'm like washing like a red thing with like a white thing because I'm a rebel, I will throw one of these in because I'm like, okay, just in case, and they do really work. I do enjoy them and I love having them on hand. So now on to candles. We are just about done. I ran out of 2 from Yellowhammer, the Creme Brulee one, which I obviously needed to cut the wick down a little bit more on, and the Roses and Ivy. They discontinued Roses and Ivy, and I am still bitter about it. It was one of my favorite scents. So I'm at a loss. They are all soy clean candles. Love them. They're out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. One of these is actually their old packaging. This one, because it still says Northport instead of Tuscaloosa. But I always have candles from Yellowhammer on hand because I love them so much. Creme Brulee is Thomas's personal favorite. It's our kitchen scent for most of the year because it smells like baked goods. It just smells delicious. Then I ran out of a couple from Bailey Bee. I ran out of Nightfall, which is so good. I'm going to repurchase it again when I actually need candles. And then I also ran out of the Summit 97 one that she did with Mikkel Jancy. I wish that she would make this a permanent scent because it is my absolute favorite. Honestly, it is probably my absolute favorite Bailey Bee candle scent, even though I love this one and other ones from her. This one is just the best. It was our bedroom scent. I only have one left and I am using it very, very sparingly. And then lastly, from one of my other favorite candle companies, Golden Bell, which is located right down the road from me in Leeds. This is the scent Palm Grove. It is apparently one of her best sellers. I also needed to cut the wick down on this one. Man, I am really bad at this. It smells so good. It's great for like a spring, summery scent, a little bit more beachy, so I probably won't repurchase it again until like that time of year, but it smells so good. The notes, by the way, on this one are orange peel, mango, and coconut milk, so beachy, tropical, smells so good. I love it in the main area. These are really, really clean, and so are Bailey Bee. Though I think Bailey Bee are beeswax and something else, and this one, I don't remember what all is in here, but it is free of carcinogens, phthalates, parabens, paraffin, and 65 other negative ingredients. So love her. I actually have a Golden Bell candle lit back there. It's the scent First Frost. Smells really good. So I love her and her whole company, and I highly recommend her. Plus I love shopping local. That is it for today's empties video. I feel like it was a long one. So if you stayed to the end, I cannot thank you enough because I barely stayed to the end, frankly, because I had just so many things to go through. That was crazy. But it was nice to empty the bin again because it really, really needed to be emptied. It was like taking over the entire closet that it was in. It was like in the office closet over here. But I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do happen to like empties videos and you liked this one and you want to check out more of mine, I have a whole empties playlist that I will link up there and also put down in the description box so you can maybe do like a little binge. I love to binge empties videos while I'm like cleaning and stuff. But anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you did, please give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell down below, and also subscribe to my channel if you have not already, if this does happen to be the first time you're checking out my channel, definitely go check out the rest of it. See if you like what I put out there. I've done some fall-y things if you're kind of still in the fall mindset. Vlogmas is coming up in like a mere matter of days at this point. I'm so excited for that with you guys. And we just do like a little smattering of things over here. It's like an assortment, like a box of chocolates. So I hope you guys do check it out. And if you do and you like it, subscribe like I said. I'd love to have you become a part of my family long term. Anyway, that is it. So I'm going to go ahead and wish you guys the best rest of your day. And I will go ahead and see you guys in my next video, which I believe will be Vlogmas. So I will see you guys then. Bye.